Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video, I'm trying out this ZARA foundation and concealer again. Quick wear test because I didn't do a wear test the other day, and I really want to see if I can get something from it. My first review, I was not impressed at all. I used a couple of different products from what I used in the first video. So we're going to see how this does. So if you want to see me apply it, what other products I use in case you're thinking about picking this foundation and concealer up, then stay tuned. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Okay guys, so jumping right into it. I started off using this YSL blurring primer. I've had this for a while, but because this is the silver one, this is a hydrating one, I wanted to try it today with this foundation because this foundation is really matte. So I said, let me try a hydrating primer. And this video is in real time, so you'll see actually how long it took me to do my face makeup this morning. So I'm just rubbing that into my skin, really making sure I get my areas where my pores I feel are, pushing it in there. YSL has two primers. One is the gold one and one is the silver one. The gold is matte and the silver is hydrating. And I'm taking my paint pot and painterly because I still wanted to set my smile lines. If you remember from my previous video, I felt like my smile lines were going to crease. I didn't feel like, you know, this foundation was going to do my smile lines any justice. So I'm making sure to set it today and really push it in those lines because that's one of my pet peeves. I hate for my smile lines to get foundation in it or crease or anything. So yeah, just taking a random Car Beauty sponge to push that in there. And then take two of the ZARA foundation. So if you saw my previous video, you know what shade this is, you know all about it, how much it costs, how long shipping took, all that good stuff. Today we're just here to get a second opinion about this foundation to see if my first initial reaction was the wrong one. So as you can see, I'm taking a little bit at a time, and I'm taking my Morphe continuous setting spray to spray it. I said, okay, I'll try this so that way the foundation won't be as stiff when applying it on my face. The shade is okay. It's about as close as I'm gonna get because I refuse to go back online on ZARA online and try to find a shade because they need to do better with that website. That website was beyond confusing trying to pick a shade. So yeah, so I'm just taking it and blending it in with a Real Techniques brush, and as you can see, it's looking really good. Now that I'm playing this back and looking at it or whatever, it's looking really good. So, and once I sprayed it, it was able to spread out evenly and it wasn't like stiff and hard to move. So yeah, just a suggestion, if you decide to get this foundation, you might want to spray it before you start blending it out. And you can see that mark right there on my chin. The reason why I said this foundation is full coverage is because it covered that mark, which is this little bit of product that I put, you know, on my face, as you can see. So yeah, just blending it out. It's really hard to find your foundation shade online. It's like really hard. So this is about as close as I'm gonna get. And I don't know, it's not much really, you know, you can say when it looks dewy at first, but believe me, it honestly sets down to a matte. It kind of resembles the Nars soft matte foundation, because when I first started using the Nars, I was applying way too much, so I had to like scale back. And once I scaled back, I noticed that I really enjoyed it then, like way better than when I was applying too much. So you just need to apply a little bit of this foundation, not a lot at all. It's full coverage. It's already going to give you the coverage, so you don't need to cake it on. And then I went in with the concealer. I'm still with the concealer. I don't know how I feel about that concealer yet. So I just put it underneath my eye, the center of my forehead. Not a lot. I don't even think I did my chin today because I don't know, I just was testing it out. I mean, don't get me wrong, the coverage of the concealer is nice. The consistency is nice. It blends out flawlessly. It's just something, you know, that little that's just really just, you're trying to figure out like really what it is. I can't even explain it, but I'm just trying to figure out like what it is that it's just that one thing that's not making the cut. And I'm taking my Thread Beauty in 210 to contour with, and then I'll start blending this out. And you know I like to take my sponge at first. I'll take my sponge at first to blend out the contour, then I'll go in with my brush. And my contour and everything blended perfectly fine on top of this foundation. So the foundation didn't stop anything that I normally use from working how it normally does. So yeah. I was just really worried about my smile lines because I had to go to work today, and who wants to go to work and their smile lines are cracking and creasing? So that was my main concern. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning, y'all, for today. And as you can see with the concealer is nice. It's nice. It's just something that's not pulling me all the way in yet. And I still haven't tried the color I bought that's almost my skin tone, my foundation shade. So we need to try that. I guess I'll try that with some powder, just concealer and powder, to see how I like that. So we'll see. Have you guys tried it? You can drop down in the comments and let me know if you plan on picking this foundation and concealer up. See, and I really took my time this morning. I was like, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to take my time, make sure I'm blending how I should be blending and all that good stuff. You see, I went and got a brush to make sure I was getting the little areas in between and all that good stuff. And then what did I set it with today? So today I set it with my ColourPop No Filter in Caramel. Last time I set it with 2 different powders, and that could have been because I set it with too many powders. Like I only need 1. I used 2 last time, so maybe, you know, like I only need 1. So I set it with this powder, and so far so good. And I made sure to get my smile lines also, because you know sometimes if you set your smile lines with the powder, they stand a better chance of not creasing or cracking throughout the day. So I did a double step to make sure so I wasn't going for that. And this is where I take my matte mineralized dark deep dark, whatever it's called, and set the remainder of my face. So I dusted away that highlight powder. I didn't want a full coverage powder. That Makeup Forever powder from last time was kind of too heavy, too full coverage. Foundation enough is full coverage. I was waiting on my lashes to dry. And I just briefly show y'all how I put on my lashes, because I tell y'all all the time it was once upon a time that I never thought I would be able to put on lashes, and look at me now. I can do it with no sweat at all. So never give up. And set in with my Morphe spray. Okay guys, I am back. This is the completed look. I think it looks a little bit better, just a tiny bit, not a lot better, with me using this hydrating primer by YSL. We're going to see. I'm going to wear a couple of hours and give it a try. What time is it? So it's 7:30 now. It'll focus. We'll wear this, give it a try. I hope it works. My only concern is my smile lines, but you saw I set it like I normally do. And I'll actually put some powder on it afterwards to set it again. So we'll see. The color is okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's all I can say. It's okay. The coverage is nice. It is a full coverage foundation, and it's matte. So if you like one of those girls and you really love a matte foundation, it's a really matte. That's why I kept spraying it with my Morphe spray to like loosen it up and make sure I was able to blend it out really well on my skin. So we're going to give it a try, see how it goes. I'll be back. Y'all know the drill. So see you in a couple of hours. Bye guys. Okay guys, I am back. It is 6:02. So after 11 hours worth of wear, this is how my face is looking. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me get my little brush. And as you can see today, I set my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep instead of using the Makeup Forever powder, because the Makeup Forever powder is kind of full coverage. So that was a little too much coverage the other day. So maybe that's why it was looking cakey. But let me just blot my face. I can say I did have on a mask and it didn't transfer. The claims, it doesn't claim to be transfer proof, but just to let you know, when I had on my mask and I took my mask off, I didn't see any makeup or anything on it. So yeah, this is how, let me get up a little closer. I used my 50mm lens today, so because I wanted y'all to be like really close. But this is how my face is looking. As you can see, it looks really good. It looks really good. I can't lie about that. My smile lines, where it creased the other day and I felt like it was going to crease, it didn't crease, you know, like it was the other day. So maybe I'm just feeling like I applied too much, because you know sometimes you can apply too much foundation, and today I just applied a little bit. As far as like the texture, when I felt like the other day it was giving me some texture on my skin, right now it's not. I don't know, it could all have been like the primer I used, which was my She Glam last time. This time I used the YSL blurring primer, so it blurred my pores. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. I'm gonna keep playing with it. For $19, it looks good. And as you can see, 11 hours worth of wear, this is how my face is looking. So yeah, it's good to, like, if you don't like something one time, to go back and try it again. I'm not saying it's perfect and it's like I absolutely love it. I'm just saying it's okay. The concealer I'm still going to play with because I'm still unsure about how I feel about that. But the foundation, I'm just going to say it's okay. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.